Hello, I'm Joseph Colaneri, Music Director for the Glimmerglass Festival, and this is Keeping Time with Colaneri. In this mini-course, we will take an overview of the art of opera from its beginnings through the present day. We'll examine its forms and talk about the voices, orchestra, and most of all, the music. We'll also examine and demystify some of opera's terminology along the way. I hope this series might serve as an introduction for those new to the art form and as a review for experienced operagoers who might find themselves listening with a new set of ears. The series is presented as 6 short videos. Each video will include a playlist with links that will help illustrate some of the topics and ideas we examine. Please use these links as a guide and a portal for further listening. So, let's enter this fascinating world of storytelling and music. In our last session, The Architecture of Opera, we discussed recitative and aria and explored its forms and styles. Remember, recitative relates the plot and advances it, and aria expresses the emotion once we arrive at the emotion. But by the 19th century, this was turned on its head by none other than Georges Bizet in his opera Carmen. Carmen's Séguedille, which comes at the end of Act 1, is not just about Carmen expressing a desire to go to Lilas Pastias tavern, but it's really more about Carmen's seduction of Don José and getting him to do her will. That is, untying her hands so she can escape. One of the earliest examples of an aria used to advance the plot. That aria follows in the playlist at the end of this video. Aria is not just limited to a solo singer, but also can expand into larger ensembles. The next step up from a solo aria would be a duet. 2 singers who can be bound together as they express a similar emotion, such as we find in the duet Sull from Mozart's The Marriage of Figaro, in which the Countess dictates a letter to Susanna inviting the Count to a tryst in the garden to expose his infidelity. The text goes like this: "What a gentle little breeze this evening will sigh under the pines in the wood, and the rest he, the Count, will understand." Now, Mozart perfectly reflects the Countess and Susanna's unity of thought by joining their melodies in close parallel movement. Have a listen in the playlist at the end of the video. Now, the duet that closes Act 2 of Giuseppe Verdi's great opera Otello also expresses similar sentiments, in this case between Otello and Iago. But here, Iago takes on the role of instigator as he raises the emotional stakes, swearing to aid Otello in his revenge. Have a listen in the playlist at the end of this video to this perhaps greatest of all the duets for the tenor and baritone. Now, the forms can continue to expand as trios, quartets, quintets, sextets, and on, even all the way up to a piece called the Gran Pezzo Concertato for 14 singers, which is found in Gioachino Rossini's opera The Voyage to Reims. This, to me, is one of the most extraordinary ensembles that Rossini ever wrote for these 14 solo singers. It's an absolutely incredible piece with strands of ideas and bits of melody all woven together into literally a gran pezzo, a great piece. Have a listen in the playlist at the end of the video. Now, Giuseppe Verdi, of course, ever the groundbreaker, finds a way to express two different conversations between two pairs of characters. And for this, we must go to the final scene of his opera Rigoletto, where we hear the famous quartet. Now, of course, this is really a double duet, since the Duke and Maddalena and Gilda and Rigoletto are separated by a wall. Gilda and Rigoletto overhear the Duke and Maddalena, but the Duke and Maddalena are not aware of Gilda and Rigoletto. Giuseppe Verdi, and indeed all opera composers, is able to accomplish here what playwrights cannot. That is, multiple characters expressing different thoughts simultaneously. This is made possible by the ability of multiple lines of music to sound together in contrapuntal harmony. Let's listen to this great quartet, or double duet we should call it, from the last scene of Rigoletto found in the playlist. Now let's stay with Giuseppe Verdi as we explore what is possible for the largest vocal ensemble of all, and that, of course, is the chorus. In opera of the 17th and 18th century, the chorus is often confined to a type of Greek chorus expression that is mostly commentary. But Verdi, who was known as Il Re dei Cori, or the king of the choruses, brought a profound level of expression to his writing for the opera chorus, treating the chorus like a true character itself, rather than just scenic window dressing. The iconic chorus Va pensiero sull'ali dorate, which comes from the opera Nabucco, is perhaps the greatest example we have of the chorus taking on a true personality. Verdi has them begin singing in unison, that is, all singing the same melody together, like a kind of grand aria for the chorus, until they break into harmony at the words, "Harp of gold of the ancient prophets, why do you hang silent on the willows?" This chorus of lament is as poignant as it was when it was first written in 1839, and it concludes with the words, "O ti spiri il Signor un concento che ne infonda al patire virtù." That is, may the Lord inspire in you a song that will fill you with virtue to bear your suffering. Let's listen together to this great chorus, the iconic Va pensiero from Verdi's Nabucco. So this gives you an idea then of the full range of aria and how it can expand to create a myriad of emotions and expressions. Now, next time, we'll explore the very first thing we hear at the opera, the overture. Thanks for listening.